Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to my home. On today's video, we are going to be focusing on cleaning the bathrooms. We are going to tackle this and focus on ADHD methods that could help you at home. If you're new to my channel, hi, welcome. My name is Yessie, and I help people manage their homes while dealing with depression, anxiety, ADHD. However, these methods can be used for anyone who deals with an autoimmune disease, Hashimoto's, or anything that might be low energy or keeping you from being able to fully finalize a cleaning. As always, this is a safe place, and I hope that you guys are able to learn a few of these tips. So let's get right into it. When cleaning any area, including the bathrooms, I always recommend that you start from left to right or right to left. This is essential tip for anyone who has ADHD. It's important that you start in one direction and continue going in that same direction to avoid any distractions. In the past, I was really bad about this. I would leave the room, take the cleaners, go get towels, bring stuff out, put things in, and then I would notice that nothing actually got clean. It was one of the most frustrating times in my life because I could not figure out for the life of me what was wrong. And the thing is I was trying to follow tips and tricks from people that did not have ADHD. For them, things like this are so incredibly easy to just execute. For me, not so much. And so I kept trying and trying and trying. And let me tell you, I was incredibly desperate to finally come up with something that would keep me focused. So when I started writing these things down, I noted that if I left the room, I was pretty much doomed. So I start from one direction and I put everything away where it belongs. Now, you might be wondering, what if there's things in here that don't belong in here? I recommend that you always have a catch all basket. This should be somewhere towards the end of the room or the entryway of the room, and that's where you're going to put everything. Don't leave the room, just put everything there. This leads me to the second part, which means we're going to start cleaning. Now, in the past, I've shown you guys how to create a caddy with all your cleaners, but if you're new here, make sure to head on over to that video. I'll have it linked down below for you guys. When you grab your caddy, make sure that you're grabbing the cleaners that focus on cleaning from top to bottom. It's important that we clean from top to bottom to avoid any dirt falling onto a clean surface. Here you'll see me, I start with the mirror, then I'm going to move on to the shelf, then it's going to be the counter, and finally the doors and the floors. This is essential for cleaning, not necessarily ADHD, but definitely for cleaning. Once you've done the cleaning in one section, slowly move on to the next. In the past, I've tried methods where people say clean the mirrors first, then the counters, then go back and forth to the floor. I did not find this effective. I found that working from one direction to the other without breaking the cycle has been the most effective for people with ADHD. It also builds some sort of like autopilot cleaning. When I clean now, because I've been using the same method for years now, I genuinely don't think of what's next. I just do. And it's so interesting because people will often say, how are you so efficient when you clean? There's absolutely no way you clean this whole room in 20 minutes. And the thing is I'm pretty sure I've reached hyper focus when it comes to the cleaning. I'm not processing, I am doing. And that's one thing that people like us with ADHD are incredibly good at. You see, when we set our mind, because we're awful at setting our mind sometimes, but when we do it and we procrastinate it so much and we hyper focus, we can actually get things done in a much faster pace than most people do. And so I've achieved this by repeating the same habits over and over and over again. And I often get asked, how can you just keep doing the same thing over and over again? Isn't that boring? Doesn't that defeat the purpose? And originally, it was boring. Originally, I fought it tooth and nail. But when I started seeing the results that I got, when I noticed that my home was actually clean and it remained clean, even with children around, this was tenfold worth it than feeling a rush of energy because I was doing something exciting. In the past, I would look at Clean Talk and Instagram videos and think, gosh, I wish I could clean that way. That looks amazing. Look at that product. Look at that gadget. And I was seeking for that excitement like most people with ADHD do, but it wasn't paying off. All the fancy tools and the fancy storage and all of those ASMR videos that show you the restocks, they're great for that moment, but they're not doable at home. So I stepped away from that. I abandoned that thought. That was not for me. And it's better that I do something at home that's beneficial for me and my family than it is to follow a trend. So I clean with the bare minimum items. I do incorporate some gadgets because they do cut time. And to be honest with you, I have a really bad back and knee. So there are things that I can't avoid. But I try not to fall for trends. They are not beneficial for people like us. And that's okay. We can find our own way. And when cleaning, I have recently tried to apply using eco friendly and safer cleaners at home because that's another thing that we're falling for when it comes to Instagram and TikTok. It is incredibly dangerous to combine cleaners. And I want to stress that enough for you guys because, again, people like us with ADHD tend to pick up on these fads very easily and want to explore things because we think they're exciting. I beg you, please don't follow those. There is some videos that I genuinely am concerned for individuals who are like, I want to do this. This is cool. It is not. It's a safety hazard, and more people should be responsible enough to share this. So, I am going to be making a video in the next coming weeks where I share clean and safe products and things that you should not be mixing when it comes to cleaning. They can be extremely dangerous and poisonous to people. So, look forward to that. As I'm cleaning and removing things, I also like to point out that I don't like having clutter on the counters. You might see a few decorations here and there, and I like decorating. I don't go all loud, but it makes me feel happy about the area. And when I feel happy about an area, I make the effort to clean it and maintain it. So if you like to decorate, do so. But make sure it's not so overwhelming that you can't maintain it. Remember, the more you have, the more you maintain. The more you maintain, the more stress and anxiety you're going to have. And the more stress and anxiety you're going to have, the worse your ADHD symptoms are going to be. It's important to understand this. As somebody who dealt with horrible panic attacks, I couldn't differentiate where they were coming from. The thing is, they were coming from my very horrible hyper focus, hyper fixation, hyper everything, overstimulation from my ADHD. I was seeking for things that weren't right for me. And that's the same when it comes to cleaning, organizing, decluttering, and how our homes look. Please be mindful in the content that you look at because it can be very, very harmful to us. We aim for perfection. We cannot do that to ourselves. So when I teach you something, please know that I'm doing it with your best interest in mind. And in doing so, I want to show you guys a few cleaners that you can use in your bathroom that are safe. See, instead of using that blue formula, which I recently got roasted for on social media, I am now using baking soda. I'm using a spoonful of castile soap and I'm making sure that whole area is fully scrubbed. If you want to sanitize an area, use vinegar. You can also use alcohol or you can also use hydrogen peroxide. It's actually recommended to, especially when you have areas that have chrome finishes. It will polish it so nicely. When you clean a toilet, make sure you clean it from top to bottom when it comes to wiping everything down. It's important that the clean rag or towel or paper towel or wipe goes from the top part of the toilet to the actual seat and then eventually the floor. Do not use the same one. Change it every time. And make sure that you're throwing everything away and not letting it sit on the floor. Remember, you just wipe down a toilet. Don't spread it to the floor. Now make sure you vacuum everything up because believe it or not, bathrooms get really dusty. There's hair everywhere, there's skin everywhere, there's particles of pretty much everything there. Give it a good vacuum and then go in with a mop. I like to use Swiffers because I'm not utilizing the same mop from the house on the bathroom floor. And let's be honest, there's bodily fluids there that shouldn't spread throughout the house. So, using a Swifter can and will easily allow you not to contaminate areas. I hope that this was an easy to follow video. I hope these tips help you out. I will have everything written down below as well as linked to anything that you might have seen on this video. I hope that you guys will follow me and subscribe and like this video. And until next time, bye.